Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Mixtape Matinee. I'm your host, Cole.
And I'm Court.
And we have another music episode this week, and we have a guest. It's our buddy, Ryan.
Woo. What up, what up?
How's it going, Ryan?
Just living the dream, one nightmare at a time, brother.
Thanks for being on, man. Yeah. Do you want to tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
I play drums in 6 bands for Cole. Blood Cannery and Zap Pack, and then yeah, I just play drums for him.
Yep, you're a lover of music.
I'm a lover of music,
and an awesome drummer at that, I have to say. So.
And when this episode drops, it will be your birthday.
Yeah, so happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
To the Mixtape Matinee audience. Everybody wish Ryan a happy birthday. So this week, Ryan, do you want to tell us about the album that you picked for this week?
Yeah, it's Pain into Power by Terror. I like a little different music than Cole. I mean, there's a lot of overlapping, but then there's a lot of stuff that I know Cole normally wouldn't listen to that I would listen to. Yeah. So I wanted to kind of get Cole out of his element with this one.
That's why I wanted you to come on, because I knew that you would probably challenge me a little bit. So tell us a little bit about the band Terror, and I guess your experience with it. Like, how did you first hear them? Like, have you seen them live? Or
no, I've never seen them live. I know about them because of a buddy of mine. They're a hardcore band, and he's in a hardcore band, so he's all about hardcore. And he just sent me a Snapchat showing me a song by Terror, and ever since then, I kind of just liked and I dug them from the first time.
Oh, that's cool. So it was a recommendation. Huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Who's your buddy? What band is he in?
It's Mark Hamilton. He's in Godbone.
Okay, cool. I'll have to check them out. I've never heard of them.
Yeah, I don't know if... No, they do. They have stuff out on Spotify. Check out Godbone on Spotify.
Okay, where are they from?
Idaho Falls. Or there's some guys from Pocatello and some guys from Idaho Falls in it.
Okay, cool. To check that out. So you've just been like keeping up with them. What was like the first album that you heard by Terror?
This one, Pain into Power.
Because this one just barely came out. This one's fairly new.
It's 2022, so it's 2 years old.
But as far as like music as a whole, it's fairly
really
new.
New. Well, when I was working in American Falls, I would choose an album to drive to work to, and so I just chose Pain into Power one day and listened to the whole thing front to back, and it was hard not to like it for me.
Yeah, it looks like they've been making music since 2003 too. I was just looking, so it's been a while. Yeah,
they've been around for a long time.
Yeah. And how would you describe to like somebody that has never heard Terror? How would you describe them?
I would say like almost they're more just super aggressive, almost thrash metal in a way. But they also have breakdowns like most hardcore bands do. Yeah, super short songs.
Yeah,
nothing fancy.
I looked up this album like when you first told me about it, and technically, at least what like Wikipedia says, it says it's beat down hardcore.
Oh yeah.
So I've never. How would you describe that? Have you ever heard that?
Yeah, beat down's more like
genre.
I would say beat down is almost more like Knocked Loose and Kubla Khan.
Okay, that's funny because we just barely did that Knocked Loose episode.
Yeah, I'd say that those bands are more beat down.
But to me, Knocked Loose seems more like metal influence, and these guys just seem like more straight, like hardcore. Yeah.
Oh, that's like, I don't know. I think the newer hardcore bands are more influenced by like metalcore and stuff like that.
Cool. Yeah.
And so I think it definitely does have a more metal influence in the newer stuff.
Yeah, when I was researching this album too, I noticed that I guess this album, they have a lot of featured guest vocalists on the album, like more than their other albums.
Yeah. My favorite especially is Corpse Grinder from Cannibal Corpse.
Nice.
Wait, is that the guy's name? Oh, Corpse Grinder?
Yep, Corpse Grinder.
Oh, okay. That's the singer from Cannibal Corpse. Okay, cool. Yeah, do you want to tell like the audience like what are your 3 favorite tracks on this album?
So it's 3 in a row actually. It's Can't Help But Hate, and that's the track with Corpse Grinder on it. Right after that one, it's The Hardest Truth.
The hardest truth. How could this fucking happen to you? The hardest part was making you understand how fucked up that you really are. I cannot live, I will not die. The hardest truth was everything I sacrificed. No more compromise.
And then after The Hardest Truth, it's On the Verge of Violence.
On the verge of violence. On the verge of violence. And there's times of strife, bring this war to life. On the verge of violence. Living on the verge of violence. Forced to fight in defiance. And there's times of strife, bring this war to life. On the verge of violence.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about like each of those songs. Why did you pick those three?
I think at the time I was just an angry person, and so Can't Help But Hate kind of just was a good way for me to listen and let some of that anger out. Mm-hmm. And then The Hardest Truth, it's talking about letting someone finding out that they're not as great of a person as they thought they were.
Yeah.
So it's basically like letting them know, hey, the hardest truth is you finding out you're kind of a shitty person.
Yeah.
And then On the Verge of Violence, I mean, it's just getting ignorant, getting violent, man. It has nothing, I don't know what it's about. I just know it's about getting violence.
I really did like Hardest Truth a lot. To me, it seems like exactly what you said. It's like facing the truth that you are not who you want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was kind of a more of a reflective, harder kind of. I almost chose that one out of my top three, and so that's probably my top four.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
All of those. Okay. The one thing I noticed about this album, like lyrically, a lot of the themes are they're really vulnerable. I noticed, like if you read the lyrics, like they're really like, but they're like doing it in like such this intense like way, like the hardcore,
Like a
kinda,
defiant.
Yeah, but it's
like,
but if you read the lyrics on their own, you're like, oh, you would think like maybe this is like a singer songwriter.
It's like life
song.
is hard.
Yeah.
Life is hard, but I'm gonna keep.
Well, it's like instead, like, like you get the like Midwest emo bands that they're almost cry singing.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's just a different way of expressing how you're feeling in that moment. Instead
It's
of
like a very
instead of
aggressive
using
way.
sadness to express how you're feeling in that moment, you're
Yeah.
using anger.
Yeah.
And that's I mean that's how it is with hardcore or metal, and that's the misconception people have of like heavier genres. They think it's just a guy screaming nonsense into a microphone, but really, if you stop and read the lyrics, some of the lyrics are even more deep they're way more deep than any most pop songs on the radio. I mean,
For sure.
Yeah, that was definitely my experience. I mean, like you said, this isn't like something I would typically listen to, but like, yeah, reading the lyrics and like kind of listening to the album a couple of times, I did notice that. That was kind of a big surprise.
Kind of cathartic to like hear that, to hear that anger come out and hear it put into words, like the struggle and yeah.
One of my favorite tracks on the album is actually the first song, "Pain into Power," because it's this short little 50-second song, and the lyrics are great, but then there's also like that awesome beat down part where that breakdown at the very end. But I like reading through the lyrics of that song. That's basically like kind of welcoming all of the Terror fans in, like they're all like one big happy family. Like in like the lyrics are tried and true, I'm always here for you, Terror crew. Tried and true together through the hardest truth, be here for me, I'm there for you, our time to even the score, still dedicated to hardcore.
yeah,
So it's kind of like a call to arms, like all of their fans. I thought that was kind of cool, like a cool way to start the album.
Yeah, that's the thing about hardcore I like. It's like for the most part, it seems all like hardcore fans are united.
Yeah,
They're like, this is we listen to hardcore, and that's all I care about. Like that's the one thing we have in common. That's fine, but not like just because you like hardcore, you're like you're part of us now.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
Yeah. So that one was like one of my favorites, and then the other one that I really liked. So I guess I didn't really pick 3. I only picked 2. I mean, I think I still need to listen to this stuff a little more to get into it, but I really liked 1,000 Lies. I like that song a lot, and the lyrics to that song. I really like to in the lyrics he sings, "Pick up the pieces of your broken life, gave up on yourself so many times. Carry the weight of 1,000 lies, 1,000 tears for 1,000 cries." So I mean, it's just saying like everybody's kind of goes through crap in life, and then like you said, they're using anger to express that. So
that was one of my 3 actually, was 1,000 Lies as well.
Oh yeah? Oh cool.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting that it immediately follows Outside the Lies, and how it's like kind of there's a contrast there. I really like the drums at the beginning of that one. And then, it just seems to be a reflective song about past regrets and the struggle of everyday living, but still picking up the pieces and moving forward and changing your life. And I really liked that. And yet it's all expressed with this like angry tone, and it really gets you going. Like,
hardcore. I've noticed too, like through this album too, it seems like it's very like working man. It's like related to the working blue collar,
and
which I think is kind of, that's pretty much the whole punk ethos, like across all the subgenres of punk. That's kind of like a through line.
Yeah, I mean, you look at a lot of like the early British punk bands. They all come from like working class towns, and none of them
like the Clash and the Jam and Sex Pistols. Yeah,
I mean, even Joy Division, even though they're not necessarily like the same space as these
they're
bands,
punk adjacent.
But they're punk adjacent, and they came from Manchester, like post World War II, which was not a nice place. Yeah. And apparently Manchester still isn't the greatest place. It's like not, but it's just like when the place you live, when everything around you is shit, you're gonna sing about it and how it's shit. And you're not gonna be like singing happily about how shitty the place you live in is. You're gonna be pissed off about how shitty everything is. So,
you're not gonna be singing about happy stuff. You're gonna be singing about stuff that's like stuff that you have issues with. Yeah, for sure. Cool. Did you guys have any other thoughts on the album that you wanted to talk about? Or?
I had 2 other songs.
Oh, cool.
So I chose 3 songs. The first song I chose is track 2, Unashamed, which features Crystal Pack and Madison Watkins. And I particularly like the parts where they had multiple voices singing the parts together.
Oh yeah, like the kind of the harmonies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing I did notice about Terror is, and I also looked it up about beatdown punk. That's one of the things is you have kind of gang vocals.
I like that.
A lot of people sing at the same time. A lot of the songs have that too.
Yeah,
which is
I liked
cool.
it.
Which I guess it also like reminds you like the camaraderie as well.
Yeah,
it's like not just one singer, but there's like a bunch of people singing.
Right.
Yeah.
And I liked the shift in the middle of that song where he starts singing "I Believed in Those Days of Brotherhood." In the middle of the song, kind of shifts, the tempo changes. Yeah. Exactly. And then I really like the high energy grungy guitar that you have throughout. I mean, you can say that about the whole album, but I especially liked it on that song. And then the last one that I chose was Outside the Lies, actually. And even though it's super short, I just really liked it. I like the defiant lyrics and just the overall energy. Even if it's a really short song, I just like the spirit of it. So
yeah, short and concise. Like this is like what the song's about. This is the message. Yeah.
And then sorry to interrupt you, Cole,
no.
But to touch base on like the multiple vocals, like sometimes it's going back and forth, sometimes they're doing it together. That's one of the things I like about Can't Help But Hate, because you got I can't remember his name. I know it's like Vogel or something is the singer of Terror's last name. But then you got him going, and then sometimes he'll go Can't Help But Hate, but then Corpse Grinder comes in with like a totally different style of vocals saying I can't help but hate, and then he goes Can't Help But Hate, and then all of a sudden it goes into just Corpse Grinder doing the end vocals, and it's just super aggressive and heavy.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I'm going off, but with Corpse Grinder, he is apparently super into like East Coast hardcore.
Oh, really?
Like the 90s hardcore. So I mean, it didn't surprise me that I saw him on a Terror album.
Oh, where's Terror from again? I thought they were from L.A.
They might be, but hardcore. I think he just likes hardcore, which is something you really wouldn't hear a death metal person say. Most death metal people are pretty snobby when it comes.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, a lot. Like there's death metal. You go to a death metal concert and they put a deathcore band with that death metal band. People walk out of the venue because people get very snobby about death metal and deathcore. I mean, it all comes death metal and deathcore comes from the same place. It's just another interpretation of death metal. Because the main difference is deathcore has breakdowns and death metal doesn't. But you have slams in death metal, which is I could go on for days about it. But
sorry, what are slams? I guess I don't.
Slams is like it's like a breakdown, but not quite.
Oh, it's a little different.
Yeah, it's not as slow and not as
so it's faster,
choppy. Because like you ever notice like hardcore breakdowns like
yeah,
and with like a death metal slam, it's just it's slower. But it's slower than what they'd normally play. It's like bow, 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 bow.
So it's not as choppy. It's
exactly. It's more like
smooth.
It flows.
Oh, okay.
It flows a little more.
Okay.
Not so abrupt, I guess, as like a breakdown. Cause
it's the short, fast stops.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So as far as a drummer, like, what do you like about? Do you like the drummer of Terror?
Yeah.
Are there things that you like about it?
Yeah.
From a drummer's perspective.
I mean, he's a great drummer. I don't know. It just depends. For me, he's a really good drummer, and I don't know how to drum that way.
Yeah.
But it's just he's like I said, he's a good drummer, but it's kind of pretty par for the course drumming in that type of music. It's not. Yeah. It's not. It's good, but it's
nothing flashy.
Yeah, but it's not. He's what they call meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
He does what fits best in the song, right. And it's nothing more, nothing less.
Who would you say is like a big drummer influence on you in your playing?
Bill Ward from Black Sabbath.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, you have a Black Sabbath tattoo on your leg. So that's cool.
I listen to my music adventure's been weird.
Well, I know that you're like way more into like the hardcore scene than I am, and like a lot of the heavier stuff for sure. That's why I wanted to have you on. So that's why I was curious. That's kind of cool that you said Bill Ward though, because that's like at the beginning, like Sabbath started metal.
Yeah.
Like the first heavy metal band.
That's awesome.
Like proto metal,
True metalheads will always acknowledge the fact that Black Sabbath basically invented heavy metal.
Yeah. Like I love Black Sabbath. They're awesome, but that's cool. All right. Did we have any other thoughts that we wanted to talk about before we move on to the next album?
I think I'm good.
Okay, cool. Court, do you want to introduce the album that you prepared for this week?
So
tell us how you found it.
Quite a journey with this album. So I listened to Pain in the Power. And then Spotify has this functionality where if you create a playlist, it will recommend songs to add to the playlist. And so I took Pain into Power, put it into a playlist, and then looked at everything that it recommended. And then I made a separate playlist of those songs. And then I just started branching out and making tons of playlists. Yeah. And I got into a weird place with the music. Like, I'll be honest, I started to get into like some really interesting corners of the music universe that I had not been exposed to before.
It's kind of similar how you did with the Frankie Trandroffel episode. That's kind of the similar thing, right?
Exactly. Like I started listening to like Buddhist hardcore, which was kind of interesting. I didn't know that was a thing.
Have you listened to that, Ryan? Buddhist hardcore?
I have not.
I didn't know. I don't think very many people know about it.
Do you still have the playlist?
I have that one.
Yeah, we'll add it to the show notes so people can go check it out.
Yeah. And finally I started to get a little too far off the beaten path.
And then you're like, okay, I need to
pull it in. And so then I started trying to like hone the playlist to be a little more adjacent to Ryan's album.
Yeah.
And I found this band called Give. And I, for some reason, really liked it. And it was post-hardcore is the genre. And I was like, oh, this would be cool to do a hardcore album and a post-hardcore album together.
Yeah.
Especially with an artist who only has like 900 monthly listeners. Like, this is a really small band. And I was like, well, let's do a shout out for this person. And,
yeah, that's cool.
And I could not find hardly anything online about the band Give. But shout out to Sophie's floorboard.blogspot.com because in 2015,
holy cow,
Sophie wrote a blog post about the band Give.
Oh, cool.
And I'll just read a quick little excerpt from it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you, Sophie. Give are a 5-piece post-hardcore band from Washington, D.C. that formed in 2008. About 25 years after the movement they embody. They take obvious influence from Revolution summer-era bands off of Discord, which has to be one of the best places to take influence from. If you're looking for tight, compelling music, it doesn't get much better than that. They've also recorded with Don Zientara at Inner Ear Studios, who did pretty much every Discord album, from the early Minor Threat and Faith EPs through to Rites of Spring, Embrace, Soulside, Grey Matter, Marginal Man, Dag Nasty, and of course Fugazi.
Yeah.
Do you recognize any of those?
Yeah, for sure. Those are all big bands in the Washington, D.C. scene. And Discord Records was started by Ian MacKaye, who's the frontman for Minor Threat, who later went on to make Fugazi.
Yeah.
So he's a huge proponent of punk music and the whole punk ethos. And I actually bought a couple months ago, I bought the whole Discord 45 set. So like all the original punk 45 records was cool. They're reissues, but it's kind of cool to have them. But yeah,
sick.
This band,
That's
when you
awesome.
listen to them, it definitely has the DC punk sound.
Yeah.
So.
And Sophie goes on to say, Give are the 21st century celebration of those bands, both by taking inspiration from them and turning it into one of the best punk bands around now. They put out an LP titled Electric Flower Circus last year. This is in 2014.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely flawless. This is according to Sophie. Anyway, that's the only thing I could find online.
That's all I could find too, is that they were from DC. That was it. So.
That's the only thing I could find about this band. And I liked that it was a little slower in some of the songs, a little more like, I don't know, how would you put it? More, I don't want to say more melodic.
I'd almost say more melodic.
Yeah.
I'd say there's a heavy blues influence in there because a lot of they have guitar solos that are super bluesy, or just parts of the guitar that are throughout are bluesy, which kind of reminded me of Every Time I Die.
Oh,
That's another hardcore, post-hardcore, whatever you want to call them, band from
but they
Buffalo.
take some blues influence.
And they have a lot of blues influence in that. But they did it differently. It's not like they ripped them off because Every Time I Die is a little faster than these guys.
Yeah.
Oh. I'll have to check those guys out.
Yeah. I'm curious. I'll have to look them up.
They've been around Every Time I Die has been around since around the same time Terror.
Okay.
02, 03.
Cool.
I just don't know about. I don't know as much as you, Ryan. That's cool.
That's awesome. As far as my 3 songs that I chose goes, first of all, I chose track number 4, which is Life Unknown.
can't see myself. I need another chance to breathe. I can't run without, can't run without burning free. I can't see myself. I need another chance to breathe. I can't run without, can't run without burning free.
And I liked that it was a somewhat slower melodic kind of song. This and Forever Forward, which is track 6, seemed pretty melancholy actually to me. And just like really reflective.
That's kind of a big post-hardcore kind of thing.
Yeah.
Too, in that genre. But
Is to be melancholy.
kind of style, yeah.
Interesting.
Sometimes, not all the time.
I guess it could be more sad. It can definitely be like on the more sad side, but also I think they also just sing about darker things too.
Yeah.
I mean, like we were saying, Terror. He was talking about some deep things, but it almost feels like post-hardcore is like the even sadder version of that.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like
Honestly, listening to this album made me a little sad.
Yeah.
It's just
Brought it out.
I can see where you're getting like the melancholy sound or
Yeah.
That feeling.
yeah.
The next one I chose was track 6, actually, Forever Forward. I like the opening guitar on this one. Also, another somewhat slower and melodic, though it does increase a little bit in the tempo, like after the beginning of the song. Mm-hmm. And then I like the lyrics in this one. I want to dance in a better world. For some reason, that resonated with me. And it's interesting. The singer, some parts sings at a lower register and more chest voice, which I thought was cool on that one. And then I have one last one that I picked from the album, Sun in My Hand.
Southern winds blowing through my hair. The sweetest water table washed away my care. I remember me, I remember you. Love was a word that we both use. Everything you live, everything you hate will always be carried on.
I picked that one too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That was the final track on it. I like the opening guitar riff. It's a little more hopeful vibe, which I thought was a nice way to end.
And the album that's
The album.
depressing. That's
Although it
making you sad.
does deal with like the impermanent, like how everything's impermanent. Like it talks about how both the positive and negative things are all someday going to be gone.
Yeah.
And it seems to be written to a romantic partner, I think, this one. It has less of the like more yelling type. I don't know what you call that, but like
It's just not for me. There's some points in his singing he reminds me of Danzig for some reason.
Okay.
There's something about it that kind of reminds me of Danzig, but it's like the more like shouting.
yeah,
That you're talking. So he does less of the shouting like type lyrics where he's like not like
Yeah.
hard, not like unclean vocals screaming, but almost like just like yelling as hard as he can.
yeah, that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in this one, he's more subdued. But yeah, overall, really like this album. Do you guys have any thoughts?
Well, I was just going to say my favorite 3 are actually the last 3 songs. So,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I really like Transparencies, Forever Forward, and Sun in My Hand. So the two of the ones that you picked.
Two of them.
I thought that the end of the album was the strongest part. When I first started, I mean, I know that there's always like artists, you know, they sequence songs in a certain way, but for a certain reason. But for some reason, I didn't get why they added Aaron's interlude, because it's just like it's a really bad recording of something, and then it goes in, and then it's like hi-fi, and I don't know. It's kind of an interesting little thing, but if I had to nitpick the album, I'd say I'd take that off.
Aaron's interlude is the first song on the album, by the way.
Yeah, it feels like it could just. It looks like
could have just taken.
They're like,
off.
we need one more song. Let's just throw this one on, kind of deal.
Yeah,
but it's like
more lo-fi. And
Yeah,
it's
I
like
don't know.
kinda,
And sometimes they'll do that stuff where they'll take like a crappy recording and just throw it in there.
Slap it in
Maybe maybe they were trying to get an effect that
getting a certain
the
mood
listener- that the listener didn't translate.
I could see that, yeah, but I didn't like that one. Anyway, I didn't like that. It was kind of like my criticism of the album.
That's fair.
As far as like comparing this to this and Terror, I think I slightly like this album more than the Terror album, but I think that's just because it's like more towards my taste and what I like when I like hearing stuff. But yeah, those are kind of my thoughts. This one I listened to like maybe once, and I probably should have listened to it more. I think I'm going to listen to it more too, even after this, even after the podcast. Probably go back to it. I actually do want to check out that other album though from 2014, from what that girl was saying. I kind of want to check that out. I wonder if I would like it more.
Yeah.
So, what'd you think of Give, Ryan?
I liked them definitely. I would say it's more melodic for sure than Pain into Power.
Mm-hmm.
Pain and Power is more like straightforward, in your face, aggressive, and it seems like this album is a little more
Contemplative.
Yeah. They definitely. I mean, it's just they had a sound they knew they were looking for, and that's what they did. And but same thing with Terror. They're just looking for two different things.
Mm-hmm.
Out of my three favorite songs, I liked Amphetamine Dream.
That one is a good one.
That's a good one.
That was good. I almost picked that one, but I feel like the last three were my favorite.
And then I liked God Speeding. And also, there was no particular reason other than the fact there's a song by a band called Weed Eater called God Luck and Good Speed.
Oh.
And for some reason, that when I first saw it, I misread it as that.
Isn't
for some
Weed
stupid
Eater
reason.
a stoner band?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
They're like doom, stoner metal, doom metal,
cool.
whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I saw that and I was like, that song's gonna be pretty sick.
Yeah.
And then I'd have to say "Sun in My Hand."
Yeah.
Was my third favorite.
Sounds like we all agree on the last track.
Yeah,
so
it was good.
that's
I
cool.
mean, it's a quick listen. It's only 19 minutes long.
Yeah.
Is all. So
Yeah, and the Terror album's like only 20 minutes or something
and
like
has
that.
and has twice the songs.
Yeah, because all those are like,
2-minute songs.
quick.
Yeah, they're really quick. These songs are a little longer, but still still pretty short.
But and I feel like that's one thing I like about Terror, that Terror album, is they stick pretty true to the punk side of things. Because you listen to like hardcore punk, and none of those songs are usually super long. They're just fast and aggressive for like a minute or two, and then it's over, and then you're on to the next song. But yeah, I have a pretty broad spectrum of types of punk I listen to. I just listen to it. If I like it, then I listen to it.
Yeah.
There's no like, I don't care what genre it is or what people think of it. If I like it, then I just listen to it. But with these guys, like I said, I enjoyed. They had the bluesy vibe, which I love bluesy guitar. I mean, like that's why I think I resonate with like the older rock too. When you listen to like Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say Jimi Hendrix is one of the pioneers of heavy metal too, because he just took blues and just distorted it.
Yeah, distorted it a lot. He did some crazy stuff.
But it worked great. And so that's, I think the biggest thing I enjoyed was just the bluesy background they had.
Yeah.
It was because when you listen to punk, you don't expect that. You expect like power chords and just like
just
quick.
just quick rips, like something like that they wrote really quick or something.
Yeah. Or
Without,
well, and that's the thing about punk. You don't have to be a great musician to play in a punk band. Like there's punk bands with great musicians, but like punk. That's I think also why punk is working man's music, because anyone can do it.
Yep.
You can if you can teach yourself the bare minimum of how to play your instrument, you can make punk music, and it's still good because it's not just the music itself, but where it's coming from. The punk isn't all about the music. I feel like it's like the whole
lifestyle.
Yeah, the the lifestyle. It's an attitude more than just a genre of music.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you have a terror patch on your jacket?
I don't even know where my battle vest is anymore.
Dude, your battle vest.
I've moved too many times.
The first time that I met Ryan was at a show. It was a local show, and I remember seeing Ryan. It's a denim jacket, with the sleeves cut off, and it's just full of patches. And I remember seeing this dude, and I'm like, dang, he scared me. And because he would get into the pit, and he'd start just moving around. And I was like scared that you were going to hurt me. Like before I even knew who you were. And now we're like best friends.
Well, and the thing is, you're not the only person to say that. Like throughout high school and middle school, everyone thought I was a secret axe murderer. Like, because I have the guy version of resting bitch face.
Yeah.
And so.
Well, you just got this serious, you're serious about, you like going to shows though, and you're serious about the music. So.
And that's the thing. Like, if I go to a concert or even like any kind of show, just music in general, I'm not one of those people filming the whole thing the whole time. That shit annoys me. I'm like, if I wanted
throw yourself into it.
Yeah, if I wanted to watch it through a screen, I would have just stayed home and watched
just
the video of it. Yeah, why am I gonna go spend money on a show and film the whole thing and watch it through a screen?
Yeah, that's the one thing too about Ryan is like I feel like you're probably like the number one. I don't know if I know anyone else that's been to as many shows as you have.
I mean,
you just go to shows like all the time.
Well,
or I think you used to more. I don't know if you go to. Well, now you're playing in shows, with us.
Well, when we first met, I was in Mantis Caravan, and that was the first band I ever played in, and that was kind of like the stepping stone of me getting into any kind of music scene, and going from Mantis Caravan to Zap Pack was quite the jump.
Yeah,
I mean it's
drumming wise,
it was a lot different. I mean, when Mantis Caravan was doom metal, and that's slow and it's slow and slow. It's just like
and heavy.
It's just not on the same level as playing in a punk band. Plus, everyone in Zap Pack was just really good musicians. And I was way intimidated when I first started. When you guys asked me,
you didn't need to be intimidated.
Well, I know, but that's the thing. Like,
we're not.
You got Foster, who rips on bass.
Foster literally is like the best one in the band. It's just like me and Tabitha were like, okay.
No, Cole and Tabitha both rip. Cole rips on guitar. Dude, I had someone come up to me after we played the Shady Grove, my buddy that was playing down there as well. Uh-huh. He's like, dude, your guitarist fucking rips on. He rips. He told me that he enjoyed our set.
Good. I'm glad. So that was a fun show.
And obviously I was intimidated because I was afraid of, like, I didn't know if I could hack it.
Yeah.
Because it was just a totally different style than I was used to.
But you got it down. Well, you're amazing now.
I had to force myself. It took a lot of time to get to the point where I'm at now. I mean, like we've been playing together for like a year now.
Yeah, at least for sure. Maybe a little longer than that. But.
And it seems like I'm finally like.
You've grown as a musician for sure. Yeah,
you seem at home behind the drums for sure.
Yeah, I felt it was for the first couple shows I was super nervous, and now it's kind of
it worked out.
It's like anything. Like it was like playing. It was like playing in Mantis Caravan, playing my first show ever for the first time.
Yeah.
But with Zap Pack, even though I played a ton of shows with Mantis.
Yeah.
But when you're playing a different style that you're not comfortable with, it's like you might as well just start brand new again.
Yeah. And now you're talking about, starting writing your own music now.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So that'll be exciting. I mean, where can people follow you at?
on Instagram.
Okay, we'll tag your Instagram. Is there
Okay.
any other stuff that we should tag in the show notes?
I guess Facebook, but
Okay, yeah.
I just share memes on Facebook, and I don't even post anything on Instagram, to be honest. I look at memes on Instagram.
Well, we'll tag your Instagram so people can go follow Ryan and go check out all the cool stuff that he's going to start making. I'm excited to hear it. But yeah, thanks Ryan for being on the
this was fun.
podcast today. It was super fun, and I know it's not your birthday now, but when people are hearing this, it will be your birthday. So happy birthday.
Thank you guys.
Thanks for being on this earth.
No problem. I mean, I
Another
didn't have a
year.
choice, but
Okay, see you guys.
bye.
See ya.